Welcome back. Well, just about 39 minutes left for the last day of 2015 and the last day of series as well. Is there still a chance of a 3 p.m. move? Siddharth Bhamre of Angel Broking now joins in. Before that, just a couple of stocks, HCL Tech and HDFC, where we have seen a bit of an intraday spike. So it will be interesting to see if some of these stocks do have that 3 p.m. factor. Siddharth, good afternoon. Extremely boring day, but can we expect any kind of fireworks in the last 30 minutes?
Hi Anuj, unfortunately not, because yesterday if you would have observed 7850 put and 7950 call added huge open interest, and FIs were also sellers in index option, though not very huge quantity, and IVs were also pretty stable. I clearly feel that this is a short strangle which people did. What we have done today is we have recommended to short 7900 call and put around 35 odd bucks. Now what is happening in market is that there's some jitteriness which is taking this market higher from that focal point of 7900, and this will ensure that those clients who have done, they will square it off in fear. But I still feel that market would have strong resistance for today at 7950, and probably it would drift down back to probably 7900 on the closing basis. So I will still stick to that short straddle which we have recommended.
Okay, fair enough. So recommended a short straddle. Siddharth, hi, and good afternoon to you. Let's talk about some of the big gainers of this series, and metals was on top of that list. Tata Steel was the biggest gainer, up almost about 13%. How would you approach this space in the January series?
Hi Sonia. So we were pretty active in metal space. 210 Tata Steel was a great buy. Hindalco and Vedanta 7-8% below current levels we have mentioned buy. But then this was purely a currency based trade where we were anticipating that after Fed meet there would be some weakness in dollar because long dollar guys might book profit, and the tone of Fed chairman was also not that great. So that has resulted into bounce back in base metal space across the globe, and hence the rallies in stocks. Is this a sustainable rally which would probably give you more 15-20% upside from current levels? And answer to that is emphatically no. So I won't suggest people who are long to roll over their position in such a manner that probably for next 20 days or for next entire series they have to carry their longs. Yes, you might see 4-5% bump up from current levels as well. But beyond that, I have my doubts on the metal space. So don't be aggressively long. And if you're thinking of shorting, then wait for some time. There's some bounce left, and then probably at higher levels you can short.
Okay, what about a couple of other big gainers of the series, Siddharth? NTPC and Sun Pharma.
So NTPC has given this move. That's the reason we are talking. I think it might be like after 1.5 years we would be talking after about NTPC. Interestingly, there's not much of built up which I've seen. And I strongly feel that from lower side of the range where it had support around 115 and resistance around 135, it is migrating to the higher side of the range which was 2 years before, where 130, 135 becomes support and 160, 165 becomes resistance for the counter. So yes, it has gone up and it looks like a breakout, but from a lower range breakout it might get into a higher range of breakout. It's not a stock which is very cheap, and there might be a re-rating or something, and we are not seeing any formation of long positions also. So we should not be very optimistic that this stock is probably moving very significantly higher from current levels.
Okay, well, if you had shorted the banks, the PNBs of the world at the start of the series, you would have made a lot of money. PNB, Bank of Baroda, SBI are all down about 10 to 20% this series. Do you expect further pressure in the Jan series?
So if you recall, we have been discussing about PSU Bank, and especially PNB 2 weeks back I mentioned that there was huge positions which are getting formed, and now same kind of positions are getting formed in many PSU banks, especially medium to small cap PSU banks. Now what we are observing is someone is forming huge position. Either those people are really bullish and are expecting big bounce back from current levels, which I am not finding any trigger of that happening, or these people are expecting probably there is something which is coming out which would be very nasty and there might be a significant fall from current levels. Purely from positions, purely from the way these banks are underperforming, I think in Jan series, or probably if you can add one more series, then we are seeing substantial downside in some of the mid-cap PSU banks to the tune of probably 25-30%, and even PNB and SBIs of world can correct 10% from current level. So we are quite negative on PSU banks at this juncture.
Okay, negative on PSU banks. The other stock that comes to my mind, Siddharth, is Zee Entertainment, about to touch its new 52-week high. It's interesting. It's done that all through the year and ending the year as well at 52-week high.
Yeah, Anuj, I don't track it personally very closely, but then what I am observing, and this is just an observation, I'm not giving recommendation. We have seen formation of longs. It is not that just price are moving without any action in FNO. Cash-based volumes are also good. Rollovers are quite decent. So this is formation of long positions, and those people who have formed long positions at lower levels, which might be stronger hands, they are rolling over their position as well. So that would be the observation on this counter. No recommendation as such.
Okay, by the way, Interglobe has also hit a fresh high now. Well, there's nothing new there, it keeps hitting fresh highs, but today it's hit 1240. So that is a substantial up move since its IPO price, now up almost about 4 odd %. Siddharth, we now have Jet in the FNO space that you can trade starting tomorrow. What's your view on how to approach that one? Because it's seen a substantial up move already.
So this is a stock which, just like any other stock, when it get added into FNO, before that you see big moves, and especially if it's a stock which has denomination of around 500-600 bucks or less, it sees a good amount of traction. Not just that, since last 6 months the story of lower crude oil price benefiting airline aviation companies, that story is also getting played. So I would strongly suggest those guys who are sitting on huge delivery of Jet Airways, they are getting now absolutely wonderful chance of hedging their positions at higher levels. Means I won't suggest anyone to go long in futures if they have not participated in delivery base. If you have participated in delivery, probably you can get more leverage and convert your deliveries into futures. And if you don't want to do that, it's a good way of hedging around 700, 750. You can start hedging your exposure or book profit. I won't suggest to go long.
Okay, the market is bucking up. By the way, just to put things in perspective, Indigo's market cap is now higher than 8 index stocks: Hindalco, Tata Power, PNB, Tata Steel, even higher than something like a Bank of Baroda. In fact, higher than 12 index stock at this point in time, with the kind of surge that we have seen. For the market, 7932 is what we have at this point in time, so it's looking quite interesting. Let's pull out the intraday chart of Reliance, because that's leading the market higher now. It's a Reliance driven move that you have seen in last 10 minutes of trade, and that's taken the market at the high point of the day. 7933 is what we have. Siddharth, you want to change your Nifty call? It's looking touch and go right now.
Not really. Chances are not there that we will end up making huge losses because on the higher side, 7935 would be the break even. I'm not expecting market to go significantly above those levels. 5-10 points loss, I think that can be taken in the stride if you are making 35 rupees, and that's also intraday, so you have leverage on it. At the same time, if I would like to comment on Reliance. Reliance is one strong stock, both from price action perspective and also from FNO action perspective. A lot of longs formed, and these longs are not formed here. These longs are formed around 940, 950 odd levels, and which are getting rolled over from last 2 series. So I'm quite optimistic. At least I can say that this stock can be outperformer even in Jan series, how it has been in December series.
Okay, so Siddharth, what kind of stocks in the mid cap basket would you be watching out for in the January series then?
Anuj, I'll once again restate my opinion on Nifty for Jan series is, I'm expecting probably we can head towards 8050, 8100 levels, and there around 81, 8150 market will find quite a resistance to breach those levels and go up. I am betting that it won't do that. Till the time we are reaching 81, 8150, I think mid caps would do well. Even some of the large caps, selective large caps like Reliance I mentioned, some of the telecom stocks can do well, pharma stocks can do well. But beyond that, I am not saying that for entire Jan series we will be positive on market. So 81, 8150, whether you are large cap, whether you are mid cap, I think you should book profit in this market and sit tight. I am not saying that right now you should short that if 81, 8150 comes, then you should short. But at that point of time, I think from price action point of view, and I very rarely give emphasis on price, I give more emphasis on data, but from price perspective, I think that is crucial juncture. either you would see a big correction from there, and if at all market starts going up, then there is certain shift. Then we can strongly say that 7,500, 550, the base formation is done. So crucial level to watch in January series would be 8150, around those levels, plus minus 20-30 odd points. Until then, mid cap would rally. Which mid cap would go up? Means I would be wrong person to take a judgment on that.
All right, fair enough. By the way, the market is zooming now. Just take a look at the intraday chart of HDFC. That stock has suddenly spiked up in the last 10 or 5 minutes rather, and Infosys as well is giving it company. So there you have it at the high point of trade for both of these stocks. I also just want to point out a couple of mid-cap stocks that are seeing some stratospheric moves right now. Look at the intraday chart of HDIL. It should just come up for you in about 2 minutes from now. Deepak Fertilizers is another one. All of these stocks just in the last 5 minutes have zoomed up, as you can see. JM Financials is up 10%, and all of that just in the last 5-10 minutes. So good moves there.
Yes, so Sonia, you'll go back to the morning, HDFC and the 3 eyes, that's the stocks to watch out for, and the 3 p.m. factor that normally works on expiry day, and it's really interesting because now the Nifty is reaching 7942. What happens is that it's the last 30 minutes of weighted average price that's taken into account for expiry, and that's why let's pull out a couple of these options prices as well. The 7950 call option, maybe it would have reached almost zero and would still be there because clearly, as Siddharth pointed out, it's unlikely that the market is still going to make a much bigger move above 7950. If that happens, then you might see aggressive covering, but as of now that's not happening. So 7944 is what we have at this point in time. Siddharth, thanks a lot for your calls today, and happy new year to you. We'll talk of course again in year 2016.
Thank you so much. Wish you and your team the same, Anuj. Thank you so much.
All right, Siddharth, thanks a lot for that. Then 7944 is what we have at this point in time. Some more stocks where we've seen quite a bit of activity in late trades.